GMB TV. Yeah, but come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. In Swifty Blue, you are the topic of discussion, my G. Swifty Blue, you are the topic of discussion, my G, so let's get right into it. Now listen, man, we all seen the video of the young Mexican that went viral, saying that he would not sign to a black record label or to black people, period. Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue. Now, I touched bases on Swifty Blue in the last American Cholo video that I did. The last American Cholo video that I did, I addressed American Cholo Mexicans, and I was kind of talking about Swifty Blue, but I didn't know the young man's name. It was really new. It was just going viral. But Swifty Blue is not only not going to sign to black people, a black person, right? But he uses the N-word. Swifty Blue doesn't mind saying the N-word. You understand now, again, this is a Mexican. A Mexican. Now, I've been going in on the Mexicans lately, and it's only going to continue. You know, I'm going to go into other cultures because, like I said before, it seems like it's all people, all cultures, all races that have a understanding and a bottom line when it comes to black people. But for right now, we're going to stay on the Mexicanos. Swifty Blue. You feel me? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deep in the rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface. And the irony of a Mexicano saying that he would not sign to a black person, but doing black people music. I mean, it's something in a conversation that has to be had. It's a dialogue that has to be had. And before we go into this clip, because I got a couple clips for y'all. Before we go into this clips, I want to say this. You know, I'm not necessarily mad at Swifty Blue for keeping it 100. I actually appreciate Swifty Blue because Swifty Blue kept it 100. He stood on grown man business and he said what he had to say regardless if it was going to hurt feelings or not. But the truth is the truth. The truth don't care about my feelings. The truth don't care about your feelings. The truth don't care about children's feelings. The truth will remain the truth. So I got to say, I appreciate Swifty, young Swifty Blue, for saying what he said, but it's still off with your head, young. It's still off with your head, Swifty. It is what it, I mean, a Mexican rapping, a Mexican rapper. I mean, the irony, bruh. Come on, man. It is what it, look, we're going to get into these clips. We're going to get into these clips, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to chop more game about Swifty Blue. You feel what I'm saying? So let's look at these clips, and we'll get right back.
Well, honestly, like, I got homies in the pen from my neighborhood. Now go ahead and they'll be like, what's up? You know, like, so it doesn't even matter. Like, you know, people are going to talk however they want to talk, and they're going to express themselves however they feel. You know, I understand that, you know.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, go make culturally Hispanic music. If you want to keep it with your, if you want to keep it to your roots, hip hop is not your roots. Go make some music that's to your roots. If you're so to my roots and I'm gonna keep it with my people and go make music that's to your roots. Rap is not to your roots.
Swifty Blue, this is what your culture sounds like, my G. This is what your culture sounds like. Listen clearly, my G.
A mi tierra.
Yo, shout out to Season, man. Shout out to Season, man. Yo, I'm not the
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, we definitely scratching the surface, Swifty Blue. It is what it is. Like, first off, you got a Mexicano saying the N-word. You heard that, right? I mean, I'm sure you heard that loud and clear, right? And then at the same time, you have a Mexicano rapping. You have a Mexicano that is a Crip. And we all know that Crips, Blue is a black gang. So it's looking like, it's looking like to me, you want to be us like everybody else do. But you can't look in the mirror and admit it to yourself. You can't be true to yourself. We gonna tap into these things, but y'all heard that, right? I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times, my G, at all times. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You know, coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, and that leads me and segues me into my first angle, my G. My first angle, my G, and that's the confusion. The Mexicanos are confused. The Mexicans are confused on who they are and what they want to be. You understand? And it feels like us, you know, us melanated, FBA, Aboriginal. We know exactly who we are, and we never try to step into other cultures and imitate and emulate them, because our culture is rich. It's rich in everything, academics and everything. You understand what I'm saying? Swagger. So we gonna stick with this. Now, Mexicanos, they don't like black people. They have a disdain, they have a dislike for melanated, for black people. But Swifty Blue, you a Crip, ain't you? That's a black gang. When you go to jail, if you was to go to prison, you got to get with your kind. You don't bang Crip in jail. So you already an imposter. That already makes you a fake, a phony. You understand all that gangsterness, all that La Familia already makes you a clown, man. Put the red nose on. That's first and foremost. You are in a black gang. You are a Crip. Swifty Blue. Secondly, you are rapping, my friend. Secondly, you are rapping. You are a rapper. Why would you want to rap when Mexican music sounds like that? Oh, you heard the Mexican music. The Mexican music sounds like that. The Mexican music don't sound like this. The Mexican music sounds like that. So why don't you put your sombrero on, huh? Get your garments on, the Mexicano garments, and dance around. Why don't you do that? Why are you so engulfed in black culture, but you have such a hate for it? Really, it's because you hate yourself for not being as great as we are. You want what we are so bad that deep down inside, you got a disdain for yourself. You got a disdain for your culture, because y'all just ain't like we are. Y'all just ain't on our level. Y'all not like us. And it hurts you so much on the inside that you embrace our culture. You've made these guidelines to make yourself feel good, to justify your actions. But just like you kept it real, my G, I'ma keep it real. The guidelines you created don't justify the fakeness in you. Swifty Blue, you a Crip, that's a black gang. You a rapper, that's black music. You dress like black people. So who are you, Swifty Blue? That's the real question you should be asking yourself, or an interviewer should be asking you. Who are you? You ain't Mexican. You're not a Mexicano. You're mixed breed Mexicano. Because if you're full Mexicano, you dress like that, you in a black gang, and you rap. What part of your culture do you embrace in public, my G? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here in Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. Coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my second angle, my G. My second angle, my G. And that's just what Swifty Blue said about not approaching or not addressing small-time YouTubers or small-time content creators. You feel what I'm saying? Let's dig into that. Because this is not just what Mexicanos do, but all cultures, the government, everybody does this. And I'm going to call it out. So speaking on what he wouldn't do with a black record label, speaking on what he wouldn't do with black people is probably going to get him more recognition and promotion and marketing dollars than anything he's ever done in his life. Any bit of music, anything with his Mexican culture has not got him this much recognition, this much promotion. You understand? And now it's like, oh, I'm not going to try. No, you're going to address, or it is what it is. Or it is what it is. But they all leech and suck and take from our culture. And this is a prime example. But I can show you multiple upon multiple upon multiple upon multiple others. You know, let's stay with Swifty though. So now Swifty is being acknowledged by black people. He is being acknowledged. I'm talking about black people. He's being acknowledged by black people now. His views is going up. You understand me? His number is going up. His price is going up. His subs is going up because we are involved now. And it's not just him, but all coaches. You know, you got the guys, the Indians or whoever, the Habibs that come into the community and plant their Getty marks right in our hoods. Taking money out the hood. They never give back. They only disrespect. They only talk down. Right? Gas stations. More Habibs and Indians and Middle Easterns and whoever have gas stations all throughout our neighborhoods. They only take the money out. They never put money back in. They never throw fundraisers. They never throw cookouts. They don't do anything but take the money out and build their community. The Mexicanos, they come in, they take the money out, and they try to build their community somewhere. They try to go somewhere and take that paper. They all do it. Everybody comes to our community and sucks the blood out of it and takes it to their community. And you got to understand something, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times here at Grown Man Business TV. Don't forget to say the TV. You understand what I'm saying? Swifty Blue. One thing about it, man. You know, you opened a big can of worms, man. You opened the Pandora's box, man. It's a rabbit hole now. And I was only just scraping the surface with the Mexicanos. I was only scraping the surface with the Mexicanos. We going, you know, it's off with your head, my G. Swifty Blue. Like, who are you? You don't even know who you are. Man, come on, man. Let our culture go. Put your sombrero on. Get your little guitar. Do your little dances. Stay on that side, my G. Yeah, they all come to the culture. Blood suck. Take the money and go back to their culture. They all do it. Then you wonder why the black community is so poor. Because the dollar can't stay in long enough. Because everybody knows to leech off of us. Everybody knows that if you deal with us, you come up. But you got to know something, Swifty. It's not going to be a good look for you, big dog. You think you did something now? We're going to see how far your La Familia is going to take you, especially in black business and black music. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. The eyes and the ears are open. The pineal is open. So you already know how we give it up, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, Swifty Blue. I'm going to have fun with this one, man. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? We coming from multiple different angles, my G. We coming from multiple different angles, my G. And that leads me and segues me into my third angle, my G. The third angle, my G. And that's the narrative that's always been painted. It's coming to the light. It's becoming very obvious. It's not being hard to see. The writing's on the wall. But the Mexicanos always talk down on black people but want to be black people. They paint the narrative that somehow Mexico is this amazing place. But they're flooding the borders by the trillions trying to get right here. Yeah. So let's just talk about this. You know, the narrative is they always talk about slavery when it comes to us black people. But the Mexicanos and everybody else has a story. We always like to talk about what they feel happened to us. What happened to us, right? But we never talk about these other stories from these other races and nationalities. Oh, they all been enslaved. They've all been conquered. They've all had their share. And even with us being slaves and all of these things, you just want to be us. Not just you, Swifty. Let's look at the Caucasians. We have the white women. They, for a long time, we was talked down to about our lip sizes, how full our lips are. You understand what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, they're getting lipo and putting fat into their lips to look just like us. You got these Mexicans that have a whole culture, a rich culture too as well. I mean, rich. But instead of doing their music, they are doing Mexican music. You got 6ix9ine. You got all these Mexicans coming into our culture, you know, taking advantage of our music. And that music that they perform, they will not even perform in front of their own people. I mean, it gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Everybody has a story. Why is that Cardi B, 6ix9ine, you know, Swifty Blue, they rap. But their rap is aimed at our community. And when it's aimed at our community, it's highly sexual. It's hypersexual. It's hyper violent. It's hyper masculine. It's hyper. Right? But when they go back to their countries like 6ix9ine did, he go and give to the poor in Mexico. He go to Mexico. He don't perform violent music. He don't tell the Mexican people to kill, to shoot. He don't tell his Mexican people to snitch. Cardi B, she don't perform WAP in front of her people. She perform WAP in front of our people. They don't play WAP on Spanish radio channels, Latino radio channels. They don't play WAP. I've already told y'all a long time ago they've learned how to sell death to our people, but that's a whole nother video. Swifty Blue, you looking unfamiliar, my G. You kind of looking like me. You got chains, you got tattoos everywhere. You sagging your pants, you saying the N-word. You rapping, you a Crip. I mean, I would have thought you was a... Oh, we're going to be careful, it's YouTube. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you know, I don't duck and dodge nothing. So your name will be tagged in this. Respond or don't. But you a fraud, my Mexicano. Swifty Blue. Do your own Mexican music, my friend. Hey, we're going to see how far that Mexican lifestyle, that Mexican La Familia going to take you. Because you've been ousted. We let some of y'all rock, but we about to start. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. Know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. Swifty Blue. The Mexicano Swifty Blue. I'm giving it to you straight raw, my G. Swifty Blue or Swifty who? Is Swifty you? Are you a Mexicano? I don't know. Giving it to you straight raw, my G. And first and foremost, Swifty Blue is too comfortable running around LA saying the N-word. Not just him, but any Mexicano opening their mouth to use that word need to be disciplined and punished. Put in, you already know, disciplinary actions. Any Mexican, and for all Mexicans, reevaluate yourself, my G. Look in the mirror. Be honest with yourself. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be a Mexican or do you want to be me? Huh? You want to be a Mexican or do you want to be me? And it's looking like you want to be me, Mexicano. Swifty Blue. Swifty who? Who are you? We don't know. We don't know who he is. A Blaxican? Maybe? Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And last but not least, the narrative. The narrative has always been painted a certain way, but in all actuality, y'all have always wanted to be us. And it hurts y'all that we are waking up. Separation, segregation. We don't want no parts. You take your Mexican culture, we going to take ours. We built this. And this land, we built this. Swifty Blue. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.